What if I told you that aura has nothing to do with being confident and everything to do with doing it before you're actually ready? Most people wait to feel powerful before they move, but the truth is you move first and then the power shows up. I've built brands from scratch. I've stepped into rooms where I knew no one. I've said yes to deals that scared the hell out of me. Even as I get into music, when I start performing in front of people, there is a level of nervousness that I feel with a nice shot of cortisol, but I show up anyways because I understand this framework. I never waited to feel ready. I just stopped needing to. And that's what I want to show you today. Aura that people feel, that doesn't fold, that doesn't ask for permission. So let's get into it. All right, so this comes from action, not affirmation. Most people have it backwards. They think power is something you think your way into. Write it on a mirror, whisper it in the dark. I am confident, I'm unstoppable. That's cute, but aura doesn't come from fantasy. It comes from follow through. Mood follows motion. Identity follows evidence. You build that feeling people talk about when you stack days no one else can see. You build it when you follow the plan, even when your mind is screaming for you to quit. That's how real power is made. Not in the mirror, but out of the motherfucking mud. I want to tell you a little bit about my own origin story. Sophomore year, I was 5'3", real late bloomer, same height as my mom. I loved basketball and tried out for the varsity team anyway. Dudes would laugh at me when I brought the ball up. I still remember that shit. In summer runs, I'd legit get bullied. People did not with me in those gyms because I was a liability on defense and I wanted my place on the court anyway. Listen, I was ignored, but I never quit. Junior year, I didn't go to parties. I just disappeared into the gym. 12 hours a day, lifting, running, shooting. I even started watching film over and over again. By senior year, I was starting. I grew to 6'2", I was throwing down, and people started to notice the early stages of aura. Now look, this gets a little more foo-foo, but my dad is 6 foot. My mom is 5'3". Somehow I ended up 6'4". I truly believe that when you put in the work and you do the things and you become obsessed and you make it your sole obsession, the universe really does conspire on your behalf. But that's the hard part. You don't go around asking, how do I start? You lock in on the thing in front of you and you make it happen with absolutely no guarantee of a payoff. It becomes worth it, but it's never fair. No one remembers how small you were. They only remember if you showed up anyway. That same story played out again when I stepped into business. I didn't have crazy backing. I had no network. I didn't even know what private equity meant. But I found Amazon and I was obsessed. I learned everything. I tested everything. I lost money. I failed. I relaunched. I told people I was the best at Amazon from the beginning before I even knew I was. That's the cheat code. You speak from the identity you're building, not the one you're stuck in. Eventually, the world has to catch up. Aura is a byproduct of reps. People think those who shine were just born like that. Never. If you want presence, if you want confidence, if you want to walk in a room and have people feel your presence before you even speak, you earn that by moving scared and still not flinching. Power is a receipt, not a mood. I remember the first time I tried to sell something online. My hands were like twitching right before I launched. The first time I spoke on stage, I had to remind myself to breathe, and I still talked so fast I finished 15 minutes before my set time was done. But it didn't matter. You get it out of the way, you open it up for Q&A, whatever. No one knows. No one sees the difference. And even if it was a bigger fail, it doesn't matter, all right? Power is built in the reps. Aura is built in the reps. That's how you become who you want to be. At the end of the day, your nervous system gets the message. We do this shit now. Your brain doesn't know how great you are until you prove it to yourself. This brings me to the next point. Track evidence, not emotions. Aura is built on evidence. Your brain is wired for survival, not stardom. If it can't predict a win, it defaults to fear. So what do? You feed it proof. Track your wins, track your work, track your follow through. You're not going to feel the results every day, but if you track the facts, you'll start to see the slope. Progress isn't linear, it's layered, but emotions lie, the data doesn't. And now you need to understand that tiny tweaks build unshakable presence. When people ask me how to build presence, I don't give them a big plan. I give them a tiny tweak. The goal isn't to transform in a day, it's to stack unmissable wins. I had a friend with a good fitness coach who didn't even tell him to hit the gym in week 1. He just told him to make his bed every day. Send a photo. It sounds small. It feels like nothing. But the brain doesn't care how small the win is. It only cares what you did, and then that win starts to build momentum. Small wins create big shifts, especially when they stack into identity. Same thing applies in business, in leadership, in speaking, in presence. Start with one sentence on Zoom, one message a day, one video, one decision, then build. Carry the fear anyway. Still scared? Great, you're supposed to be. None of this means you're not afraid. It means you move with it anyway. Listen, if you're taking away nothing else, do not wait for the fear to disappear. Put that in your pocket and take it with you. It means growth. That fear is gonna get the loudest right before the moment. And then, Once you're on stage, in the room, on camera, it goes quiet because your body knows we belong here now. That's what the aura is built. Intention, in showing up, in proof. It doesn't care how scared you were. It just needs to know you moved anyway. And then finally, at the end of the day, you will know it's real when you are what they say you are.